Welcome back everyone, and today's video will be an anime haul. I have this box from Sentai Filmworks as well as another one from Right Stuff right behind me. So Sentai Filmworks recently had a summer sale that had a lot of amazing deals, and I decided to pick up a lot of anime. I am currently filming in the new house we're moving to and stupidly forgot to bring my tripod, so we'll just have to deal with the weird camera angle. So first of all, I just want to bring attention to the awesome packing that Sentai Filmworks has. Right Stuff does the similar thing where they put some piece of paper on the top and then all the anime is inside this little cardboard insert. So you can recycle all of this. There's no annoying bubble wrap, plastic, and because it is all just cardboard with a kind of measured insert, nothing will break really. It's very secure and I absolutely love this type of packaging. Okay, so I'm just going to start pulling things out. Now the first anime that I have is called Beyond the Boundary. This anime piqued my interest when it came out. It is by Kyoto Animation, and a big thank you to Kyoto Animation for being one of the great anime production companies. It's very sad what recently happened. If you don't know, there was a fire in one of their studios that unfortunately killed a lot of people. So sending all hope that they can at least get back on their feet. So I'm not exactly sure what this is about. I think it's about this girl who has some type of power. I never actually read the synopsis for this. I think this is actually the movie as well. It was very cheap, like $6 I want to say, or $8. It was so cheap that I decided to buy an anime that I've never seen just to watch it. It says, Past, Future, Destiny, Blood. Can anyone outrun their past forever? Mirai Kuriyama's ability to control and manipulate her blood, even to use it as a weapon, has left her an outcast and pariah. But a chance encounter with Akihito Kanbara, whose own lineage is only partially human and allows him to heal from almost any injury, may have finally given her a chance to find peace. Oh, that sounds very interesting too. So this might be the series, because I think I bought the movie as well, but we'll get to that. Let's see. I don't know if I want to open all of them. So Sentai Filmworks, for the most part, unless you buy some of their special editions, don't really have anything special about their Blu-ray releases. So here's what the discs look like. So they're very pretty, and they come with a postcard for, I guess, comments and questions and things like that, constructive criticism. So for a lot of these, I'm probably not going to open them just to save time. Otherwise, this video is going to be very long. But there is Beyond the Boundary. Kyoto Animation is known for their wonderful animation, so I would recommend at least checking out the series. When I was checking it out, a lot of people said they were disappointed with the ending, but I'm willing to give it a try anyway. Next, I have High School of the Dead. This is one that I would not recommend to anyone under 18. It is rated MA. It is about zombies, if you couldn't tell, but this is one of those, how do I explain it? This is an ecchi anime. So ecchi is a genre in anime that is intended to be titillating to the male audience, or anyone who really likes the female form. It is very fan servicey in that way. That's the whole point. But this one was so cool and wonderfully animated that I decided to buy it. It's just so entertaining. It's, I think, a classic for a lot of people. But again, if you are not in the mature range, please do not watch this, especially in public. And the basic premise is exactly what you would think. High School of the Dead, a zombie outbreak runs rampant while they're in high school and they have to fight their way out. It has a lot of really cool action scenes. The next one is called Place to Place. Now this one I watched back when it aired a long time ago and completely forgot about it until recently. And I was watching some clips on YouTube and remembered how funny it was. It's just a slice of life type of comedy with a very cute art style. And unfortunately, it is not dubbed. I kind of wish they had dubbed it, because when it's dubbed, it's a lot funnier to me, especially for comedies. But it's still really funny, even subtitled. It's about, again, just the day-to-day lives of these characters who are in high school. Particularly focuses on these two, her especially, who has a crush on him, and it creates a lot of cute scenarios, really funny. She's particularly hilarious as well. So there's that one. And another romance type anime is Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. Now this one made a splash when it aired because it was just so funny. It's only 12 episodes. I don't know if this one is dubbed. Oh, it is. How awesome. So this one is about her who has a huge crush on him, and to try and get closer to him, she joins, or she offers to assist him with his side business, which is he's a manga author for the romance genre. So it creates a lot of neat hijinks and scenarios. It's really funny, and it's wonderfully animated as well. Another romance one. Wow, I've never bought this much romance before. So this one is called My Love Story, and it is again a romance about this cute girl, very small, who has a crush on this guy. It focuses on the guy this time. He has this big complex about how big and scary looking he is. So a lot of the times when he has crushes, they end up going to his best friend, and he gets his heart broken. But then finally someone actually ends up liking him for who he is, and it's just a bunch of cute episodes about how their relationship progresses. It's beautifully animated too, if you couldn't tell by the art style. The animation holds up really well. And I just wanted to open it to see if there was anything special about it, but like I guessed, Sentai doesn't really put much into their standard releases, which is fine. So there's a look at the discs. Oh, one popped up right there. These are cute discs though, they're very cute. And next I have two really exciting ones. I have AKB0048. They're actually based off of an actual band, a pop group called AKB48, to promote their new members, because the way idol groups work in Japan is that members graduate in a sense, and then new members are brought in to represent the original member. So they all have names, and they sort of adopt this name once the old one graduates and a new one is filled in. But the story for this one was just so wacky that I watched it and I was like, this is what I wanted my whole life. Since I was little, I've always had this neat idea that I kind of wish a studio would make, where music is used as a weapon. So instead of just someone, like if you were watching a Disney musical and Elsa's belting out Let It Go, you know, she has powers, so it was kind of close. But for it to be used as a weapon, like you have people singing a musical in the middle of a battlefield, but the way that they sing and what they say will manifest into like abilities and stuff. I don't know. I'm sure it would be very costly because that's like a lot of production value. But this got pretty close. The story is that in the near future, music is actually outlawed, any form of entertainment. I forgot why. I think the new council just decided it was too much for people and they didn't want people to get like influenced the wrong way. So to counteract this, a guerrilla group of pop idols is made, AKB0048, and they're handled the same way that standard Japanese pop idol groups are made, where they graduate and new members are brought in. And these girls just go to different planets and sing concerts. And there's like a military group that always comes and tries to stop them. So they have these floating stages, platforms, and swords and stuff to fight them off. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I bought seasons 1 and 2. I think the first one was better. The second one was a little too fan servicey for me, but I still enjoyed it. Because fan service gets really weird when the girls are like in their early teens. That's just creepy. But it's still an enjoyable watch that I would recommend. Next I have Colorful. I remember watching this on Cartoon Network a long time ago, and it recently went on sale for really cheap, so I decided to get it. I think it's about a boy who struggles with suicide, and an angel comes down to try and convince him not to kill himself or something. Oh, I see. So someone actually did commit suicide, and the soul is reborn into somebody else's body, and they kind of have to adopt their life or something. I don't want to take too long explaining the plot, but it's a very beautiful an inspirational story in my opinion, and it's beautifully animated as well, so I would recommend this one as one of the go-to anime movies to watch. I also apologize if my camera is not focusing because I can't really tell with the monitor. I mean the tiny screen on the back of it. Okay, next I have Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere. This one feels kind of heavy, so I might open it because I'm curious what's inside. Now this series I actually did watch a few episodes of, but I stopped watching because there was too much fan service. I couldn't handle the women here at the top with the obnoxiously large breasts. It threw me out of the story. But so I kind of dusted it off from my list and took it as a fan service anime, but it got pretty good reviews, and I really liked the main character. There was just something about his design and the way he acted that I thought was really entertaining. So this was pretty cheap on their website during the sale, so I thought, you know what, let's give it another shot. And you might be wondering, why not just watch it online then? And my answer to that is that I like having stuff in person. Like if something is on Netflix, it'll take me forever to watch, but if I have it on DVD, it's much easier for me to sit down and start watching it for some reason. So it looks like it's just a really long series because there's nothing in here but the discs, but that's still cool. Yeah, I remember her annoying me in particular because her outfit was just ridiculous. And I don't remember, I wish I could remember what this was about. I think it was like a military thing or something. The stars were mankind's destination, but when humans returned from the sky, it was to an earth where only the islands of Japan remained inhabitable. In this strange new world, the nations of the old earth have carved Japan into new dominions, and humanity must follow the testament, a guide to reenacting the events of the past in order to reach for the stars once more. Wow. It's a lot deeper than I thought it was. And the back of it does not, I'm starting to regret this purchase now because look at the back of it. But I'll give it a shot. I've watched ecchi series before that I enjoyed despite all the boobs, so I am willing. Here I have Humanity Has Declined. Now this series was a little infamous when it first aired because of the just a really weird scenes it had. There was like a toast that split itself in half and started bleeding. It was just absurd in that sense. This one though, I don't know, to me just left a lasting impression. I listen to the ending song all the time. It's about in the future, humanity, like it says, has declined and there's not that many humans left. But in this world, fairies are a thing. So this girl, I think, was in charge of kind of archiving humanity, their history, and she talks to these fairies to try and do that as part of her research. I love this line on the back of the cover. It says, because it's not about how often you fall and fail, it's about how often you get back up and try again. And the human race still has a lot left to accomplish, and humanity has declined. But I think that's a very inspirational line that can affect or apply to a lot of situations. It's not dubbed, unfortunately. But it was like 50 bucks when I last checked, and this was, I think, for $10 on Sentai's sale, so I picked that up quickly. That's one that I definitely recommend. Oh, here's the other one. So here's the Beyond the Boundary. I think this is the series, and the other one was the movie collection. This looks really intense. Wow, look at that. So if nothing, I think it'll be very entertaining for me. I'm excited. Especially now that I have a 4K TV, I'm sure that'll look beautiful on it. The next series that I have is called Ungo. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one. It was an impulse buy, and while I did enjoy the series when it aired, it wasn't one that really stuck to me other than the theme song, although the themes in it are really interesting. It's a detective series featuring this guy right here. He has a partner named Olga, which is this woman right here, except when she's not in this form. She is, they don't have a picture of him on here. Oh wait, he's on the spine, him right there. Or I think it's a boy still, I don't know. But when she transforms into her kind of adult version, she has the power to have anyone she asks a question to have them answer truthfully. So she helps him with his cases a lot. It's kind of episodic in that sense because it is a detective series, but towards the end there's some big crime that they have to solve or something. I don't remember. It's only about 12 episodes if I remember correctly. It is dubbed, which is nice. But again, this was an impulse buy, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. But Studio Bones is a pretty good studio, so if you're interested in just watching a kind of chill detective series, I would still recommend this one. I don't know how to pronounce this. Crochet in a Foreign Labyrinth, the animation. This one was so cute. This is about a Japanese girl in, I think, 19th century France who visits Paris and starts living with this guy and his grandson, I want to say. I don't remember. Basically, it's her trying to adjust to Paris life because she is Japanese, and I think during this time Japan was still kind of opening up to the rest of the world. So it's in her point of view. She's so adorable. She is so cute, and this very much is a series that you watch just you know, to relax and have a good time. I did open this one, and I'm pleasantly surprised to learn that not only does this have the series, but it has OVAs, which are like special episodes that they don't necessarily air. They include in in DVD releases or manga releases in Japan. So it includes those little specials, and then the soundtrack, which is really cool. That was the episodes, but I think the soundtrack is the first one here. So I didn't know that, which is really cool, because I did get this for pretty cheap. I don't think a lot of people know about it. I watched it when it aired, and it was such an enjoyable watch. Only 12 episodes, unfortunately, not dubbed, but I don't mind. And that is it for today's anime haul. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave links to all of these in the description, and I will see you in part 2.